In this snippet, we're going to take a look at the lists function within the new version of Twitter. You may notice on your profile page in Twitter that you have a section here called Listed. What that simply means is that your followers have put you in a list. And those lists may be created for your particular followers so that they can put you in a category or make it more identifiable as to what type of services or what kind of industry you belong to. So let's take a look at what these lists are. So once I click on that list link in my profile, it shows the list that my followers have. What the neat thing about these lists can do for you is that you could actually follow them. So if an individual has a pretty good list of other business people or topics that you're interested in, by all means you can click on the plus symbol and you'll start following that list as well. So that means you will potentially receive tweets from those individuals in that list. As you can see in this case, I'm actually following this one. That's why it's got the nice green box with a check mark. Once I come up to the top here under the tabs area, if I click on the lists tab, it'll drop down and show me all the different lists that apply to me. So for example, I have a list that I've created here called Owldesk People Who Respond, and it's got a little padlock on it because I choose not to share it with my audience. And I'm using this so that I can keep track of people who actually respond back to me when I ask them a question or make a comment. To create a list, you notice there's a link here that says create a list. I'm clicking on that and a window pops up with the name. So I'm just going to say test list and give it a description. And you can choose to make it public or private. If you make it public, then of course other followers can see this list and decide to follow it. Private is something if you want to use for yourself and only for yourself. So I'm going to click on Save List, and there's my new list. So how do you use these lists once you've created them? All right, so I'm going to go back to my home page, just choose someone here, and all I'm going to do is expand and open up their information on the right here. Or, you don't have to expand on the right. That's my habit. But you can just click on the individual's name, the username, and you'll see once you get to see their profile or this preview of their profile, you get an option here that looks like the list icon with a drop-down menu. And if you click on this, you'll see your options to put them in a list. So simple checkboxes, you can actually put them in more than one list, or you could just have them in one. And that's basically how you'd add somebody to your list. Do one more here to show you what it looks like. And there you go. So the next time you come back to your list, you'll notice that all your users that you want in that category or filing, all their tweets and everything go within that list. This is going to start getting important once your followers start getting quite big, because to just decipher and read all the tweets that are coming through on the main feed can get quite overwhelming, especially if there's somebody in particular that you enjoy following and reading up on. Okay, so what if you've created this list and you want to delete it? You'll notice at the top of this list it says View List Page. Click on that and there you go. You have the option to delete this list. Also shows you if anyone's following your list, as well as how many people you're following or you've categorized into this specific list. So I'm just going to delete this test one. Yes. And that's done. So in a nutshell, without spending too much time on this, that's how you deal with lists in the new version of Twitter. Thanks for watching Owldesk.